What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here with episode 29 of the Vault 13 podcast with yours truly, me, Chrislevi13. And this is a solo episode, meaning I'll be looking right here, I'll be checking on my phone, time to keep up with all the goodness, all the chat, everybody that comes by. Because if you're here watching the stream and you got social media, share the stream out. Smiley Gamer, Zombie JLT1, thank y'all for being here. We're going to be giving out some special thank yous, talking about some new gaming, wrestling, and more. So sit back for a ride. Close my mic and go. Hear that? Hear that? But yes, we are here with episode 29. Last week we did episode 28 with the one, the only VCIPZ V-Sips. We had him last week and everything like that. But this week we're going to be talking about some E3, some things I'll be doing during E3, going down the schedule of E3, and then talking about some wrestling, giving some thank yous to some people and everything like that. And then after this, I might stream later, doing something gaming wise, but we'll see what we do. But thank you all for being here and everything like that. And I want to let you all know the reason I continue to do my podcast while other things have gone away and come and gone is because you, the viewers, when I've done little polls here and there, I've asked people in DMs, what do you want to see? That's been frequently, so we're here. So, what's up, Rob Regal? What's up, Slayer768? What's up, Miss K? Hopefully you all are doing good. Had a good Wednesday and everything like that. I had a good day. Woke up, 5 o'clock, took a shower, went to work, worked my shift, came home, ate some dinner, cooked some dinner for Pop's mom, everything like that, and now I'm here for you all to talk about the gaming and wrestling that you all love and everything like that. Now, the first part will be the E3 stuff, and then towards the end, we'll be talking about the wrestling stuff, the recent releases of some big name talent at WWE. Because being a wrestling fan since I was little, middle school pretty much is when I really got into it, the Ruthless Aggression era. John Cena, Randy Orton, Dave Bautista, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chris Masters, X-Pac, Carlito, Shelton Benjamin, the list goes on. Names I could name. Yeah. Those are names. Yeah. Some of those names you might not have heard in a while. But yeah, I like a variety of things. But yes, we're here lurking. Make sure to get anybody you know that might like this right here. Also, I want to let you know before we get into the first talking and switch screens. Next week, if I'm able to do it, we're going to have a jam-packed episode of the Vault 13 podcast. It's episode 30 because we've already got possibly two confirmed guests. One's already previously been on the channel. One's going to be a newcomer to the channel. It's going to be an awesome thing. Awesome. Grew up watching all those guys. Yeah, man. You can think I can keep going on. We can keep going on. APA, JBL, Ron Simmons, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Charlie Haas. The list goes on in names I can say, right? List of names I'm going to go on, right? Now, if you're hyped for E3, you like gaming, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X or S, PC gaming, you're hyped for E3, let me know. Because I want to know in the chat. But before we get into that, let's give some big thank yous to some people in the community and everything like that. I know a lot of people say thank you and all this and then they go away from it. I want to say thank you to some people in the community. Really quick, I want to say thank you to everybody that watched my update video. Thank you to everybody that watched my community video where I did kind of like a poll. That video will be going unlisted this weekend. And also thank you to thank you to a lot of my friends, especially all the people in the chat that have been checking up all the way personally, professionally, everything like that. Whether you played Ark with me, Call of Duty, you watched me play Biomutant, you watched me play some Mass Effect, all that stuff, man. And everything like that. Man. Thank you all. Thank you to Smiley, Miss K, Slayer768, Rob Regal, name goes on, I'll say Dark Joey X12, Chakra Zoo, Big Evil Gaming, Mrs. Evil, all the list goes on to those people. Those are people that have been there day in, day out whenever I felt like streaming, or because of life, I got so much stuff going on there outside that I can't really do everything I particularly want, so we're just chilling in the game for a little bit, you know, and all that. So yeah. I like to see that. Stone Cold, Cold Stone sounds good right now. Well, everybody. So, the Stone Cold beer that I had about a couple weeks back, maybe a month now, was an IPA. And I'm not really into IPAs, but I had two of them, right? One I threw away, one I drank. Well, I mean, I drank both of them. I got one of the bottles in the kitchen. The other one I threw away. The Stone Cold Steve Austin beer that he has is like made by someplace in California, right? It's an IPA. And I drank it and it was good. And I talked to Shondo about it in a live stream. And he said he got a case of 4 because they sell them out where he lives. Me, I had to order it offline. And it was pretty good, you know. At first, I drank the first one and I was like, okay, it's okay. But then I started live streaming when I showed the second one on stream and everything like that. And I just kept having it sit there and just go, boom. Just kept drinking and everything. And I was like, man, it's good. You know, it wasn't like, you know, normally it takes me for a while to drink a beer. And Twisted Tea, I get into it pretty quickly, right? You know, but the Stone Cold thing, I just had it sitting there on the side and it's just constantly just chugging. Every couple minutes, just chugging a little bit until it was all gone. And didn't have a bad aftertaste or nothing like that. It was really good. Yeah, and I'm not really big an IPA guy. I mean, I'm more of, hey, let's drink some whiskey, let's drink some Smirnoff, let's drink something like that. Let's have a shot or something and go on with our day. But it was pretty good. But anyway, everybody, if y'all are here with me and y'all ready to get into the news and E3 and everything like that, let me pop the chat up on my phone. If y'all are here with me and y'all ready to get into the... And yes, RIP to ECW wrestler, infamous guy, New Jack. He died, you know, he passed away a couple weeks ago. So RIP to him. But yes, everybody, if y'all ready to get into the E3 news, give me a 1 in the chat and we'll switch screens over and we'll get into that. And I'll also tell you my stream, pretty much what I'm trying to stream for the week of E3. Oh, I didn't know that, Smiley. Did not know that. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. So getting into the first topic for tonight's episode, the solo episode, before we get back into a collaborated episode with 2 people next week, 2 highly acclaimed guests. We've got E3 on the horizon. E3 coming June 12th to the 15th. But yes, we got E3, and as it says right here on Polygon, it says after a year off, E3 returns in 2020 with a reimagined all virtual event. This year, Electronics Entertainment Expo returns June 12th to the 15th and promises appearances from Nintendo, Xbox, Capcom, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Take-Two Interactive, Warner Brothers, Sega, Bandai Namco, and more. So if there's anything you're hyped for as far as games, E3, or anything you would like to say or ask me, feel free to flood the chat with it and everything like that. Now, we're going to start by going over the schedule for E3, and if there's something I feel like I'm going to stream, we will definitely hit on it, right? Now, on Saturday, June 12th, E3 organizers say that the event will officially kick off Saturday with a broadcast pre-show starting at 1 p.m. ETD, 10 a.m. PTD, Pacific time, whatever, I guess. So it's going to be weird how it is. Ubisoft and Gearbox will hold press conferences that day. If I stream the intro into E3, because I may be off that day, I want to let y'all know that I might not show Ubisoft. I might say, hey, I want to see what Ubisoft's showing. I want to give you my reaction to Ubisoft, but then I might just have them off the screen so that I don't get messed up, you know? And everything like that. I'll answer that, what you just said, in just a second. And then also, Gearbox, obviously, do Borderlands, so if I'm able to stream that day, I'll definitely check out the Gearbox event. I've always liked what Gearbox does as a developer, publishing company with stuff like that. I might jump on Arc later. You know, I gotta do some stuff for my gigas on Arc and all that, so I might jump on a little bit later to do that. You know, maybe COD, maybe something else, but I know I might jump on Arc a little bit later. Also, for anybody that's keeping up with Minecraft, part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update, from what I have read prior to the stream, is releasing next Tuesday on June 8th. And if it does, and it releases on the consoles and all that, and I'm able to, I definitely will try to live stream it. Maybe me and somebody else co-stream it, but we'll see what we can work out there. But yes, and then you got Sunday, June 13th, which on that day you have Microsoft, Square Enix, Warner Brothers, and 24 Entertainment, the PC Gaming Show and Future Games Show also stream Saturday. Broadcast pre-show starts at 11:45 a.m. ETD. So y'all can see the time right there, right? Oh, so you're gonna quit playing Ark, man? You're gonna be boo-hoo on Ark? Not level your stuff up and go tag with the bosses in the game? 'Cause that's what I'm trying to do. That's just me. But now, yeah. Well, man, you barely play Rocket League from what I see. Always COD, man. But yes, Xbox and Bethesda right here says Microsoft will hold its E3 game show on June 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. TT. The show, so it means I gotta be live probably 30 minutes before it, you know, and everything like that. So yeah, we got that Xbox and Bethesda showcase event right there. That is an event that I will be live streaming. So we will, when we live stream the Xbox Bethesda event into the Square Enix event, meaning we will go live 10 to 15 minutes to 30 minutes before the event, kind of get hyped up for it, let people who want to come by and see me streaming get into the stream, and then we'll be switching. Oh, after it, we'll go live for another 30 minutes about it. I may have Big Evil, if he's able to, be there and do some stuff with me, and if anybody else is off those days and wants to join in, possibly have your voice heard, and if you have video, maybe get that video on there as well. Well, but yes, that's what I look like to do there. Yep, so there you go. There's that. Let me just do that real quick. I gotta get that text out, you know. You're not doing a lot in ARC, because like me, ARC, I figured out how to get all the artifacts in the world that we're in, so to go fight the boss. So there's a mission to do that. But anyway, I'll be streaming that, and as far as Xbox goes, I'm really hyped for several things. What are they going to be showing, and how much of Halo Infinite? What are they begin showing with the Forza series, and Forza Horizon being the one that's going to be being shown because they want to hold off Motorsports for another year? What are they going to be doing with stuff like some of the stuff that's still third party? How much of that stuff are they going to show? You know, are they going to show more Fable? Are they going to show more of Evolve? Are they going to show the game Rare's working on? Any of that stuff? And everything like that. So, how much are they going to show of the different games they got? How much will Bethesda show? Will Bethesda say, here's some stuff about the future of Fallout, future of Elder Scrolls, you know, all that stuff. Where's that going to fall in? So it's a lot you can say for Xbox. And what's got to be happen for Xbox is they've got to deliver in a way of, here's what we got from buying these studios. Here's what they can provide for you for the next few years. And here's some stuff that you're going to be able to play pretty much soon to the dollar. You know? So are y'all hyped for anything Xbox? I know I am. And everything like that. So yeah, we're ready to dive deep into that, get into the gritty of that, because it's going to be fun seeing what Xbox is going to be doing there. You know, what Phil Spencer and the gang are all up to, because all the studios they own, you know, the different IPs, the first party stuff, the what do you call it, maybe State of Decay stuff, any of that, you know. Now, as far as Square Enix goes, obviously we know what we want to see. Dragon Quest, their Western RPG stuff, Final Fantasy stuff. That's what we want from Square Enix. Square Enix, you know. And, Xbox, if you're talking about any new help, I'm not sure if you're talking about me new help. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, the new Halo, from what I'm hearing from insiders and some people I know that I talk to on social media that actually talk to people that actually work at the company, I will say that they look to either start or end with Halo Infinite with a big trailer and everything like that, a little bit of the story, a little bit of the multiplayer and things like that, and maybe give us a demo or something soon. So that's what I'm looking to see in Square Enix. Definitely, I want to stream that as well, and we're going to have fun with that event. So feel free to join in and have fun that day. It's going to be fun. We're going to have our popcorn, drinks, everything ready. And everything like that, but it's going to be fun times, you know. Now, when we go to Monday, June 14th, you have Capcom and Take-Two. Capcom, they have games I play, but there's something I'm really like, hey, Capcom, woo! Not really. Take-Two, now, they have some stuff that we all know. Will we see something new from them? Maybe, maybe not. But I may stream those events, may not. If I'm free, I definitely will check them out and everything like that. Obviously, with Capcom, you got their stuff great. Attorney Collection and Monster Hunter Stories, you know, the 2 and all that stuff they're working on. And all that. So I'm hyped for that, but I don't know if I'll stream that day. Now, as far as Nintendo and the Treehouse, I definitely will stream the Direct. Now, as far as the Treehouse, that's maybe where we drop off. But Nintendo, you got Mario, you got Zelda, you got Kirby, you got Breath of the Wild 2, you got Mario Odyssey 2. You got all these different things that I'm looking to say, hey, you going to show something? Hey, Mario Golf, you going to show some more of that? Because the game, I think, is about to release and everything like that. You're going to show this, that. There's a lot writing on. What are they going to show? What are the final 2 fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate gonna be? I don't know. But we'll see. We definitely will see and everything like that. We definitely will, Give me a second. And everything like that. So that's what it is. And then you got Bandai Namco, which obviously they I forgot the name of the game. Scarlet Nexus. They might talk a little bit about some other stuff that they're working on. So definitely something interesting. But then outside of E3, we gotta wait till July 22nd for EA Play for their event and everything like that. And yeah, it's gonna be good times, good times. Definitely somebody that's hyped about that and having an Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, having my TurboGrafx Mini. I'm a gamer at heart, and I'm hyped for E3, as you see right there. So pretty much expect me to for Gearbox, Xbox, Bethesda, Square, and Nintendo to try to stream that or in some capacity live or my reaction in full there. What's up? What's up? Yeah, sure. Oh, Shanna, yeah, what's up, Shannon? How you doing? Hope y'all doing good and everything like that. Everything's good in your neck of the woods. As I say, your neck of the woods. I live in the country. I say your neck of the woods, sir. Hope you're doing good and everything like that, everybody. But yeah, we're definitely hyped for that stuff on E3. So give me a second. Let me get back over here to this screen. And yeah, is there anything you're looking forward to gaming-wise, something new? Oh, E3. If you're looking for something, let me know in the chat for the next few minutes. And everything like that. Because I will be right back. I'm going to put the thing on mute. You're going to see my chair for a minute, but I got to go. Okay, everybody. You say Bethesda's gonna be shit in a few years. As long as Starfield actually is something that we actually get more than just a name and some other stuff about, and it's actually good. Maybe they might not be shit, but hey, we never know. And yes, KMSK was in chat, and everybody like that Slayer was here, all those people and everything like that. But yes, we're about to get into the wrestling part for the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, but yeah, Smiley Gamer says, I'm looking forward to GTA 6 or something about GTA 5 on PS5. They already announced that, like, GTA 5 on the PS5 and Xbox Series S/X, that next-gen update, will be releasing towards the end of the year in the fall. So we'll see what it is when it drops and everything like that. But, yeah, definitely hyped for it and everything like that. But now, that's E3. Didn't have a lot of conversation on that. So we're going to have some guests on next week. We're going to talk more in depth about E3. Got two guests. coming up next week. So one of them y'all might know. One of them's been on the channel before. No, I'm not drunk or anything like that. I actually don't even got a drink near me. But now we're going to talk about this recently thing that happened. WWE. World Wrestling Entertainment has released some wrestlers in 2021. Definitely some big names, especially even recently. If you're a wrestling fan, you're looking at WWE and you're thinking, should I watch more AEW, more Impact, more Japan, New Japan? Should I just watch what I see on YouTube? Should I just give up on wrestling? What should I do as a fan? Well, let's look over the names of some of the wrestlers that they released this year. As of just talent, not backstage personnel or higher up, they have released the quote-unquote 26 wrestlers. They have released the names of 26 wrestlers. And here we go! Every year, WWE releases wrestlers from a variety of reasons. In 2021, many layoffs happened on April 15th, seeing fan favorite wrestlers exit the company like the Iconics and Samoa Joe. Reasons for their releases are rarely given. WWE typically wishes them the best on their future endeavors. WWE fans saw more mass releases on May 20th and June 2nd. The latter saw one of the company's top superstars, Braun Strowman, get the featured endeavor along with Alex Spat, who was in the middle of a huge push. Both of these were quite scratching moments. While this is a bummer to the average fan, seeing your favorite wrestlers no longer working with WWE, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. This is temporary. 2020 saw numerous layoffs for WWE, as well as many of those wrestlers find success outside the company. Below, you'll find all the WWE wrestlers released throughout 2021, including a few standalone moments where a superstar requested his or her release. What you won't find here are releases from backstage, including referees, production, etc. We're focusing this list entirely on the wrestlers. Yeah, you know. You need a second. As far as Samoa Joe, he was doing something. He was had an injury and he was getting back from an injury soon, I believe. But Samoan Joe, he was on the commentary team for WrestleMania. Now let's go back into it. So I'm gonna say the names as it comes up on screen, and we're gonna discuss it. And if you have any few words, let me know. So we got Lars Sullivan, released January. Started with the company October 2014. First match as Lars Sullivan, May 2017 NXT. Never really cared for Lars Sullivan. Never got to see enough of Lars Sullivan to get behind the guy. So his release for some controversial stuff that he said, really, I don't see WWE bad for doing that. Now, Big Show. Released February. Started with WWE February 9th, 1999. Now he works in AEW under his real name, Paul White, as a commentator and maybe an in-ring talent in the future. But man, seeing the Big Show leave, that's somebody that was tenured for 21 years with the WWE. And to see him get let go, man, I remember when he was in WCW when I was little as the Giant. Then he, and the stuff he did with the NWO, and then moves over to the WWE. But man, see the Big Show get left. The Giant, the Big Show had, classic wrestler, put anybody over, be a monstrous heel if he had to be. Then, man, and after he reformed his body into the best shape of his life, and actually had ribs, his ribs showing, and not his ribs, like his packs, you know what I'm talking about. showing, and everything like that. He was actually working his ass off, and then just not to get anything work creatively. Had a few things here or there. Was at the end of WrestleMania last year. Had like this little thing with Drew McIntyre, and it just didn't go anywhere. It's kind of saddening, but then again, to see him have a little bit more creative freedom over there on AEW and get to commentate something he's said he's always loved doing. Not mad at that release. Then we've got another guy, y'all might not know who he is, but he was part of a tag team with somebody else that was released. His name's Steve Cutler, released February, started with WWE in 2014, NXT. He was with a tag team with Buddy Murphy and Alexa Bliss, which if y'all know Alexa Bliss, she's been multiple time champion. She's with on Raw right now. Yeah, he used to be with that not nobody notable, but somebody that I know that if he goes to indie scene and works his butt off, he can make a good living, Then we got Andrade, who is dating Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter. He started November 19th, 2015 with NXT, asked for his release, and they granted him his release, and it was March 21st. And then on the independent scene right now, he looks to wanting to go after Kenny Omega and the AAA title. He's having a match with former WWE superstar Alberto Del Carrillo, and who's going against Alberto Patron. And yeah, he was a good in-ring talent. I wish they would have done more with him so he didn't have to ask for his release and everything like that. But yeah. And everything like that. So yeah. Not really liking that. Now, we go to another one. One part of the Iconics in and that is Billie Kay. Started with the company in 2015, another 2015 person. She performed on this year's WrestleMania and then gets released. Kind of bullshit, I think. Her tag team partner in the past started in 2015. Her best friend is Billie Kay, Roy Pace, who's dating Shawn Spears of AEW. And everything like that. So she got released as well. Then you move on down here. You got Samoa Joe. Came in 2015. And everything like that. He's somebody that was a former world champion in TNA, now Impact Wrestling. He was somebody that was a former NXT champion, former, I think, tag team champion, United States champion, done multiple things, can get it done in the ring, on the mic, in-ring wrestler, and as a commentator. Sad to see him leave the company, but I feel like he'll show up somewhere else in the future. You got Kalisto. Started wrestling with the company in 2013. And boom. Give me a second, Aaron. Give me a second, everybody. He was a Taz ripoff. I don't think he was a Taz ripoff. You know, he had his own thing and everything like that. You know, he's not a Taz ripoff. Samoa Joe. What's up, Stitch? What's up? What's up? What's up? Then we got Kalisto, very talented guy, former United States champion, former tag team champion, was part of Lucha House Party until he asked for that, and I think he's one of the ones that you aren't sad to see go, but he did go. You know. Then you've got Mickie James, legend Mickie James got released. And then she got the black trash bag sent to her and all that. You gotta think about this. She is legend. You could have gave her a job in NXT to train the women and still had her as an on-screen personality. You let her go? It's like slapping the face to every single woman that's in the WWE right now. But hey, it is what it is. But she'll find her thing. Then you've got the guy that's in Impact Wrestling known as Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, his girlfriend, Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green also appeared on the episode of Raw in 2014 and on Tough Enough Season 6 as a contestant. So she's been around wrestling for a long time. But she got released as well. Started with WWE in 2018. Was about to debut on SmackDown again. But yeah, they let her go. They kept his buddy, but they got released of Tucker. They kept Otis, but they got released of Tucker. Tucker, you know, and made his debut in 2015 on TV. Signed with the company in 2013. Don't know about Tucker, much about him, so I don't know where he's going to go. So, that's going to be kind of fast-tracking that one. Now, Bo Dallas, they released him. He started with the company in 2008 when it was FCW4, where it was NXT. So, that means over 12 years with the company, and his brother is Bray Wyatt, and his father is the iconic IRS. And he's dating Liv Morgan. I don't know why they let him go. I don't know why they didn't give him something to do, give him some in-ring work. He had charisma. He had talent. He had everything you would want. But they just didn't use him, and it's kind of like, fuck, WWE. Then you have somebody else I don't know much about called Wesley Blake. Let me go back up here real quick. No, Steve Cutler wasn't the guy who was with them. It was Wesley Blake that was with the team earlier that I mentioned. So, Myth Q earlier in the stream. Yeah, that's the guy that was with Buddy Murphy right there. He joined NXT in 2013 when the brand just started. So, well, not when it just started, but when it was going into like the Performance Center stuff and all that. Then you've got somebody that was David appeared in 2017 Mae Young Classic. Don't know much about it. KIV. Don't know much about her, so there's really not much we can really say about her. Now, Jessamine Duke. If you know Ronda Rousey, she had the Four Horsemen. Jessamine Duke used to do mixed martial arts and all that. Although Duke is no longer with WWE, she still appears with Brie Star on Up, Up, Down. So I don't know where that's going. Maybe she's not doing any ring work for him anymore and all that. But they could have done something with it, but they never did anything with her. Vanessa Bourne, don't know much about her, but she's been with the company for a few years. Got released on May 20th. Just signed to the company last year. There's another one, Skylar Story. Don't know much about her, so we're going to scroll over that. Azara Judd, don't know much about that, so yeah. Then you got somebody who's part of Sanity and Imperium and Alexander Wolf. And they let him go. What is up? That dude had talent. May not have been everybody's like cup of tea, but he had talent. Then obviously Velvet Dream and yeah, he appeared on season 6 of Tough Enough and everything like that, but he has controversy behind his release. I'm not going to get into the controversy, but it's some stuff. He denies it. They say he did it, so yeah, that's that. Then you come into the recent releases, the big ones that hit you. You got Braun Strowman. Dude, it's been for the last few years in the WWE Universal picture, WWE Championship picture, beat Brock Lesnar, been in a feud with Roman Reigns, done podcast, done this, said Vince McMahon and WWE saved his life, and a whole bunch of stuff, and then you release him. WWE, what's up with you? Started in 2015 with the company, briefly to his first appearance on Raw. Strowman played one of Adam Rose's Rosebuds and had a couple of dark matches at NXT live events and on WWE main event. You had Lana, who is the former Rusev, aka now in AEW, Miro, who is the TNT champion. They let Lana go. She could work her ass off. She could be a manager, do whatever she wanted to, and she put the work in. Some people can boo her for certain things she did, but go through all the tables she did, do all the things she did. She was there and been with the company since 2013. There it is, Buddy Murphy. Been with the company since 2013. June 2nd. Aleister Black just re-debuted on TV. They put pre-orders for his new merch, meaning shirts you could wear of his, and they were going to put him against Big E in a feud. And it's like they just dropped it out of nowhere. And he's been with the company since 2016. He was formerly Tommy End, one of the biggest names in independent wrestling. Ruby Riott. She was a big independent name. Now the Riot Squad only has one member left, and Liv Morgan. The other two got the boot, got let go from the company. And then Santa Rita Garrett, prior to her stint, Garrett has appeared in the Million Classic and as a Hampton's talent on NXT. I forgot who, she's related to somebody in wrestling, but I forgot who. But yeah, she was previously on Impact Wrestling before and other things. But yeah, to see all this talent like that, released like that, it's like, WWE, what are you thinking? I understand that they say it's budget cuts, and I'm not in the office or anything like that, but when they say it's budget cuts and these wrestlers come out and give opinions on how these things happen out of nowhere and all this stuff, I don't know if they're getting ready to sell the company or what, but when you look at the company and they're making more money year over year, and yeah, people can say, well, they're making more money because they're not on tour, because of the pandemic, because of this, all these factors. They're making more money than they've ever made, because you want to know why? Because the money they're making now could have covered them being able to do year-long tours even if the pandemic didn't happen, plus gravy on the top money. And it's like you're still letting people go after making a Saudi deal, after making a Peacock deal. You're kind of pissing people off. And it's like, I'm not sitting there saying, hey, I hate Vince McMahon. It might not all be on him. But at the end of the day, he is the last man that you talk to, when you go out the door, that writes the name on the checks. But when you have people that beat your son in big events and do this and do that, and you just let the people go, when the guy said you saved his life, it's kind of weird. Now, I understand people are going to shoot the horn. Go to Impact. Go to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Go to ROH. Go to AEW. AEW has some of the tropes right now with all the factions and certain tag teams and stuff like that WCW had. But hopefully they don't crash and burn like WCW. Because people, I love wrestling. Yes, I do a lot of gameplay live streams where it's Call of Duty, Minecraft, Ark, Monster Hunter, stuff like that. But I love my wrestling through and through. I did backyard wrestling for several years. I did in-ring wrestling for a year. So, I know my wrestling. I know what it takes to do a sunset flip, a lock up, do different transitions, catch as can wrestling. I know what it takes. But some of these decisions they make in some of these wrestling companies, it makes you shake your head. Because then they do this and then they push the person and somebody else. And I'm not saying that I didn't want that other person pushed. But it's just the way they do it rubs me wrong. And it's like, But what do y'all think in the chat? Y'all got any comments? Anything? If y'all don't have any comments in the next few moments, we will wrap things up. But yes, we got live streams coming E3 week. A couple gameplay live streams, but a lot of E3 streams coming up. We got a podcast next week. It's going to have 2 special guests, maybe a third if I can work somebody else into it. But 2 special guests to talk about all things E3. And yeah, we're just going to have fun in life, you know. And man, yeah, I'll let y'all have the floor for a minute. Sorry about that. I was texting somebody really important. But yes, we're going to get right back over here. What we're going to do here, since we're done talking about those 2 topics, is right back here. Vince lost his damn mind, letting him go. Yes, he did. He did lose his mind, everybody. He did. So yeah. So yeah, everybody, there's nobody gonna say anything. We got 3 current viewers, 5 likes on the stream. This was episode 29 of the Vault 13 podcast. Special thank you to everybody that came by and everything like that. We talked about E3, my schedule for it, some of the predictions I have. We're gonna go more in depth next week with 2 special guests. We'll be here next Thursday, and everything like that. And you all have a good rest of the week. I might be live tomorrow night. I know we live Saturday, probably if not Sunday, and Tuesdays and Thursdays pretty much will be right here on YouTube. The rest will probably be on Twitch, depending on how things go. But hopefully you'll have a good rest of the week and everything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and everything like that. With about almost an hour episode of the podcast because there's not much going on and everything like that. As we grow the podcast, we'll stay here longer and everything like that. But I got a lot of big things in the work for you guys. So yeah, thank y'all for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay awesome. See you next video and our live stream.